Hello everyone, welcome to the series on literary terms and theories, and in this video we are going to discuss the term allonym. Introduction. An allonym, derived from the Greek words allos means others and onyma means name, refers to the practice of an author using another person's name as a pseudonym. Unlike a pseudonym, which is a fictitious name created by the author, an allonym involves the appropriation of a real individual's name. This literary device has a rich and varied history serving multiple purposes including homage, concealment, and critique. This video explores the origins, purposes, and implications of using an allonym in literary works. Origins and historical context. The use of allonyms can be traced back to ancient times when authors sought to lend authority and credibility to their works by attributing them to well-known figures. In medieval Europe, it was not uncommon for scribes to attribute their writings to respected scholars or saints to ensure their dissemination and acceptance. For instance, many medieval texts were attributed to Saint Augustine or other church fathers regardless of the actual authorship to bolster their credibility and influence. Purposes of using allonym. Homage and tribute. One of the primary reasons an author might choose to use an allonym is to pay tribute to a respected individual. By writing under the name of another, the author acknowledges their influence or significance. An example of this is Voltaire, who often wrote under the names of classical authors such as Socrates or Homer to honor their impact on his philosophical ideas. This act of homage can be seen as a form of literary flattery, honoring the contributions of a predecessor or contemporary. Concealment and anonymity. Authors may also adopt an allonym to conceal their identity. This need for anonymity can arise from various motivations, including political persecution, social stigma, or personal modesty. An example is B. Treven, an enigmatic author whose true identity remains uncertain. Treven, believed by some to be Rhett Marot, wrote novels under various names, including the allonym Hal Groves, to avoid persecution and maintain privacy. By using someone else's name, the author can express controversial or subversive ideas without fear or retribution. We will do a detailed video on Rhett Marot or whichever name you prefer. Critique and satire. Another purpose of using an allonym is to critique or satirize the person whose name is being used. This form of literary impersonation allows the author to highlight the flaws or contradictions of the individual in question. An example is Jonathan Swift, who wrote A Modest Proposal under the name of a fictional economist, employing satirical impersonation to critique British policy towards the Irish. This technique serves as a powerful tool for social and political commentary, using irony and parody to challenge the status quo. Implications and ethical considerations. The use of an allonym raises important ethical questions. While it can be a means of honoring or critiquing another person, it also involves a degree of deception. The real individual whose name is being used may not have consented to this appropriation, leading to potential misunderstandings or misrepresentations. For instance, if a modern writer were to publish works under the name George Orwell, it might cause confusion or lead to misrepresentation of Orwell's original ideas. Furthermore, the readers might be misled about the true authorship of the work, complicating the interpretation and reception of the text. Famous examples and case studies. One notable example of allonym usage is the case of Sir Walter Scott, who wrote the Waverley novels under the name Jedediah Cleishbotham, a fictional editor. While not a direct use of another's real name, it reflects the practice of using another identity to publish works. Another historical instance is Pierre Corneille, who is believed to have written plays under the name of his younger brother Thomas Corneille, thus blurring the lines of authorship within his own family. Additionally, George Eliot, the pen name of Mary Ann Evans, sometimes attributed her early works to her husband, George Henry Lewis, to gain acceptance in a male-dominated literary world. Conclusion. The use of an allonym is a multifaceted literary device with a long history and diverse applications. Whether used to honor, conceal, or critique, it reflects the complex relationship between authorship, identity, and authority. While it can enrich the literary landscape by allowing for varied expressions and voices, it also poses ethical challenges that need to be navigated carefully. In understanding allonyms, we gain deeper insight into the motivations and strategies of authors throughout history, as well as the intricate dynamics of literary creation and reception. So this was the discussion on the term allonym. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you.